What if the fruit you've been eating to stay healthy is actually the very thing slowly draining your memory day after day without a single warning sign? And what if this is happening not because you made a bad choice, but because no one ever told you that not all fruits are good for the aging brain? At Ageless Vitality, we believe your senior years should be defined by clarity, confidence, and independence, not by forgetfulness that creeps in without explanation. Yet, countless people over 60 unknowingly sabotage their brain health through one simple daily habit: eating the wrong fruits. Yes, some fruits nourish the brain, sharpen memory, and protect against cognitive decline. But others, even the ones advertised as healthy, can spike your blood sugar, inflame your brain tissue, shrink memory centers, and accelerate the very decline you're trying to prevent. Today, we're uncovering the truth the food industry doesn't want you to know. By the end of this video, you'll learn the 5 fruits quietly harming your memory. The 5 fruits scientifically proven to protect your brain, and the number 1 fruit that has transformed memory and mental sharpness in seniors who thought decline was inevitable. If you value your independence, if you want to stay mentally sharp for your loved ones, or if you simply want to protect the memories you've built over a lifetime, this may be one of the most important videos you ever watch. Let's begin your journey toward a clearer, stronger, and more vibrant mind. Starting with the fruits you put on your plate each day. Part 1. The 5 dangerous fruits for memory. Danger fruit number 1. Canned fruit cocktails in heavy syrup. Canned fruit cocktails appear harmless, soft, sweet, and convenient, which is why many seniors keep them in the pantry. They feel like a healthier dessert, and the labels often promise real fruit. But for adults over 60, these syrup-filled cups are one of the quietest threats to long-term memory and cognitive health. The danger isn't in the fruit pieces. It's in the heavy syrup, a concentrated blend of refined sugar, high-fructose corn syrup, and filtered fruit juice that has been stripped of all fiber. When you eat a single serving, your blood sugar spikes rapidly because nothing slows down absorption. This sugar rush forces your pancreas to release a large pulse of insulin. And insulin doesn't just work in your bloodstream. It also crosses into the brain. Over time, frequent insulin surges make your brain cells less responsive to glucose, the very fuel they rely on to think clearly. As neurons struggle to access energy, people begin noticing foggy thinking, slowed recall, difficulty staying focused, or losing track of conversations. What feels like aging is often the direct effect of repeated sugar spikes overwhelming the brain. The heavy syrup also drives inflammation inside the small blood vessels that feed your memory centers. Research shows that older adults who regularly consume high-sugar processed fruits experience faster shrinkage of the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for forming new memories. So while canned fruit feels easy and comforting, it quietly contributes to declining mental sharpness. The good news is that improvement can be surprisingly fast. Seniors who swap syrupy fruit cocktails for whole fruits, especially berries, apples, or fruits packed in water, often report steadier energy, sharper recall, and fewer senior moments within just a few weeks. It's a small change that makes a profound difference in how the brain ages. Danger fruit number 2. Fruit juice. Even 100% natural juice. Fruit juice has been marketed for decades as the healthy morning drink. A natural vitamin-rich way to start the day. But for adults over 60, it's one of the most misleading foods for brain health. The problem isn't the fruit itself. It's what's missing: fiber. When you drink juice, you're consuming the sugar of 3 to 6 whole fruits in seconds without any of the fiber that normally slows sugar absorption. This sends a surge of fructose and glucose straight into your bloodstream. The spike happens fast, and so does the crash that follows, a roller coaster pattern that directly stresses the brain. As blood sugar rises sharply, insulin rises with it. Over time, these repeated surges create insulin resistance not only in the body but in the brain itself. Neurons become less able to use glucose for energy, leaving memory centers underfueled and inflamed. This is why many seniors who drink juice daily experience brain fog, slower recall, reduced attention, and afternoon fatigue. Long-term studies show that older adults who regularly drink fruit juice even with no added sugar have faster hippocampal shrinkage, reduced total brain volume, and higher risk of cognitive decline. The mechanism is simple. Too much sugar at once without the fiber that nature intended accelerates aging inside the brain. Juice also promotes glycation, a chemical reaction where sugar binds to proteins in brain tissue. These damaged proteins accumulate inside neurons and interfere with communication between brain cells over years. This contributes to memory loss, inflammation, and impaired learning. The solution isn't to avoid fruit, it's to avoid drinking it. Whole fruits deliver the same nutrients with controlled sugar release, steady energy, and antioxidants that actually reach the brain. Many seniors notice improved clarity and focus within weeks of cutting out daily juice and replacing it with whole oranges, apples, kiwi, or berries. Danger fruit number 3, dried fruits, dates, raisins, dried mango, dried apricots. Dried fruits are often marketed as healthy snacks, but for adults over 60, they can be one of the most damaging choices for brain health. The issue isn't the fruit itself, it's the concentration. When fresh fruit is dried, nearly all the water is removed, leaving behind a dense, compact source of sugar without the volume or fiber that naturally limits how much you eat. This means a handful of raisins contains the same sugar as a full candy bar. And just 3 or 4 dates deliver more sugar than a donut. Your body, especially your brain, doesn't care whether sugar comes from candy or dried fruit. It reacts the same way with a rapid spike in glucose followed by an insulin surge. For aging brains already dealing with reduced glucose tolerance, this is a direct path to inflammation, mental fatigue, and impaired memory formation. What makes dried fruits especially risky is how easy they are to overeat. You would feel full after 3 fresh apricots, but dried apricots, you could eat 10 without noticing a sugar load your brain simply cannot handle. These repeated sugar spikes trigger oxidative stress inside neurons and reduce their ability to communicate effectively. Over time, this harmful pattern contributes to cognitive decline and accelerates aging of the hippocampus, the part of the brain that stores new memories. An added hidden danger is the use of sulfites, preservatives commonly added to dried fruits to maintain color and extend shelf life. Sulfites interfere with mineral absorption, particularly zinc and magnesium, 2 nutrients essential for cognitive function. For seniors already prone to deficiencies, this creates a double burden. More sugar and fewer brain-supporting minerals. Many older adults choose dried fruits, believing they are better than sweets, not realizing that these concentrated sugars remain in the bloodstream far longer, sustaining inflammation that harms brain tissue. When seniors replace dried fruits with whole fruits and nuts, they often notice fewer afternoon energy crashes, improved mental clarity, and better blood sugar balance. Benefits that protect brain health over the long term. Danger fruit number 4, very sweet tropical fruits when eaten in excess. Mango, pineapple, papaya. These tropical fruits taste incredible and offer real nutritional value. But for adults over 60, their very high natural sugar content turns them into a hidden threat when eaten too frequently or in large amounts. Unlike berries or apples, which have a balanced ratio of fiber to sugar, tropical fruits pack 30 to 45 grams of sugar in a single serving, sometimes as much as a can of soda. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at handling sugar. Many older adults already have some degree of insulin resistance without realizing it. So, while a ripe mango may have been harmless at age 40, at age 60 plus it can send blood sugar soaring within minutes. These spikes don't just affect your energy, they directly impact your brain. When blood sugar rises rapidly, your brain is flooded with excess glucose. This triggers inflammation, disrupts communication between neurons, and strains the hippocampus, the region responsible for forming and retrieving memories. Over time, repeated sugar surges contribute to brain fog, slower recall, mood instability, and measurable shrinkage in memory-related brain structures. Another issue is how tropical fruits are commonly consumed. Smoothies, fruit bowls, blended drinks, and large chopped portions. Blending breaks down the fiber, making the sugar even easier to absorb, hitting your bloodstream even faster. What feels like a healthy breakfast may actually behave like a sugary dessert disguised as fruit. Scientific studies show a clear pattern. Older adults who regularly consume high-sugar fruits experience faster cognitive decline and poorer performance on memory tests compared to those who focus on lower sugar, high antioxidant fruits. The goal isn't to eliminate tropical fruits entirely. They do contain vitamins, digestive enzymes, and antioxidants. The key is portion control and frequency. A small slice of pineapple or a couple of papaya cubes a few times per week can be perfectly fine. But making mango smoothies or fruit-loaded tropical bowls a daily habit sets the stage for chronic inflammation, unstable blood sugar, and unnecessary stress on an aging brain. Danger fruit number 5, processed fruit snacks, and fruit chips. Fruit chips, dried banana crisps, baked fruit snacks, packaged apple chips. They look healthy, they sound healthy, and the marketing tells you they are healthy. But once you understand how these products are made, you'll see why they are one of the worst choices for brain health after 60. Most processed fruit snacks are not simply dried fruit. They're often fried or baked at extremely high temperatures, which destroys natural nutrients and creates oxidized inflammatory fats. Even banana chips, often sold as a wholesome snack, are typically deep-fried in cheap oils like palm or refined sunflower oil. These damaged oils enter your bloodstream and can cross into your brain, stirring up inflammation and accelerating the buildup of harmful proteins linked to cognitive decline. The sugar concentration is another major problem. Removing water from fruit concentrates the sugar dramatically, leaving behind a product that delivers rapid, intense blood sugar spikes similar to candy. Many brands also add extra sugar, honey, or glaze to improve taste, pushing the sugar load even higher. And because these snacks are crunchy and easy to overeat, it's common to consume the equivalent of 5 or 6 whole fruits in just a few handfuls without realizing it. This combination of concentrated sugar plus damaged fats creates a perfect storm for an aging brain. Sugar spikes increase insulin resistance, impair memory formation, and inflame blood vessels that supply oxygen to your neurons. Meanwhile, oxidized oils attack the protective fatty layers of your brain cells, making them more vulnerable to damage. Together, they accelerate the cognitive decline most seniors are trying desperately to prevent. Many older adults switch to fruit chips thinking they're avoiding cookies or salty snacks only to experience more brain fog, fatigue, or trouble concentrating. Once these products are removed and replaced with whole fruits and nuts, improvements in clarity and energy often follow within weeks. If fruit doesn't look like it came from nature, if it's puffed, crisped, fried, candied, or processed into a chip, it is not a brain-healthy food. Stick to whole, fresh fruits or frozen options with no added sugars. Your neurons thrive on steady nourishment, not sugary factory-made imposters. Part 2. The 5 protective brain-boosting fruits. Protective fruit number 1, blueberries. Nature's memory shield. If there's one fruit every adult over 60 should keep in their kitchen, it's blueberries. These tiny dark blueberries are often called brain food. And for good reason. They contain some of the only natural compounds proven to cross the blood-brain barrier and directly protect your neurons. The secret lies in their deep blue pigments, anthocyanins. These powerful antioxidants travel into the brain and neutralize inflammation in the exact regions responsible for memory, focus, and learning. As we age, inflammation becomes one of the greatest threats to cognitive function, slowly damaging brain cells over time. Blueberries act like tiny firefighters, calming inflammation before it harms the neurons you rely on every day. But their benefits go far beyond protection. Research shows that regular blueberry consumption can improve actual memory performance within weeks, especially in older adults. Anthocyanins strengthen communication pathways between brain cells, allowing signals to travel faster and more efficiently. This is why many seniors who add blueberries to their routine report clearer thinking, easier recall, and less tip-of-the-tongue frustration. Another advantage is improved blood flow. As we age, blood circulation to the brain naturally declines. Blueberries help widen blood vessels and enhance oxygen delivery to areas of the brain responsible for forming and storing memories. Better circulation means sharper, more reliable thinking. And unlike many fruits, blueberries are low in sugar and gentle on blood glucose, making them safe for people managing diabetes or insulin resistance. Both fresh and frozen blueberries work equally well. Frozen often contains even higher nutrient levels because they're picked at peak ripus and preserved immediately. A simple half cup a day is enough to deliver noticeable cognitive benefits. Add them to yogurt, oatmeal, smoothies, or enjoy them straight from the bowl. It's one of the easiest, most delicious ways to reinforce your brain's defenses. Blueberries are not just a snack. They're an investment in the clarity, independence, and long-term memory you deserve. Protective fruit number 2, pomegranate. The brain circulation booster. If blueberries are the memory protectors, Pomegranates are the circulation enhancers your aging brain desperately needs. After 60, blood flow to the brain naturally decreases, sometimes by as much as 15%. That means fewer nutrients reaching your neurons, slower mental processing, and greater vulnerability to memory loss. Pomegranate steps in exactly where aging leaves a gap. This fruit is packed with rare antioxidants called punicogens, powerful compounds that strengthen and relax your blood vessels. When your vessels become more flexible, blood can travel more easily to the regions responsible for memory, concentration, and decision-making. Studies show that adults who consume pomegranate regularly have measurably increased blood flow to the hippocampus, the brain's central memory hub. Better circulation means better thinking. Pomegranate antioxidants also fight oxidative stress, the internal rusting that damages brain cells over time. By reducing inflammation in both the blood vessels and the brain itself, pomegranate creates an environment where neurons can fire more accurately, communicate more smoothly, and resist age-related decline. Many seniors who add pomegranate to their daily routine report clearer thinking in the morning, improved recall during conversations, and a noticeable reduction in mental fog. These effects often appear within weeks because the brain responds quickly to improved oxygen and nutrient delivery. To get the full benefit, focus on eating the seeds' arrows rather than drinking sugary pomegranate juices. The seeds provide fiber that slows sugar absorption, preventing the spikes that harm brain function. If juice is your preference, choose pure unsweetened varieties and stick to small portions. Pomegranate is more than a fruit. It's a natural vascular support system for your brain. By improving circulation, reducing inflammation, and protecting delicate neural pathways, it helps keep your thinking sharp and your memory strong as the years go by. An easy handful a day can make a meaningful difference in long-term cognitive health. Protective fruit number 3, apples. The everyday brain guardian. Apples may seem simple, but they offer one of the most powerful forms of brain protection available to older adults. Their true strength lies in a remarkable compound found mostly in the skin. Quercetin, a flavonoid known for its ability to shield neurons from inflammation and oxidative damage. As we age, our brain cells become more vulnerable to tiny inflammatory reactions that gradually weaken memory, slow down thinking speed, and contribute to cognitive decline. Quercetin works like a microscopic shield, stabilizing cell membranes and protecting neurons from these assaults. It helps your brain maintain clarity even during periods of stress, poor sleep, or mild metabolic imbalance. But apples don't stop there. They also contain soluble fiber, pectin, which supports gut health, a critical but often overlooked element of brain function. A healthy gut produces compounds that regulate inflammation, mood, and even neurotransmitter production. Seniors who eat apples regularly often experience steadier energy, clearer thinking, and fewer episodes of mental fatigue because their digestive system and brain are communicating more effectively. Apples also provide gentle, steady natural sugars rather than the sharp spikes caused by processed snacks or high-sugar fruits. This stable energy helps the brain maintain focus and recall throughout the day. Many older adults notice that after switching from sweet snacks to apples, they experience fewer brain fog episodes and a more consistent sense of alertness. One important note: the benefits are highest when you eat the skin. This is where quercetin is concentrated. Peeled apples are still nutritious, but they lose much of their brain protective power. Choose organic when possible so you can enjoy the skin with confidence. I've seen numerous seniors improve their short-term memory simply by adding one apple a day to breakfast or their afternoon routine. It's an easy, inexpensive habit with profound long-term benefits. With their unique combination of antioxidants, fiber, gentle natural sugars, and anti-inflammatory properties, apples truly earn their place as one of the most effective everyday foods for protecting your brain after 60. Protective fruit number 4, kiwi. The antioxidant powerhouse your brain has been waiting for. Kiwi may be small, but when it comes to brain protection, it punches far above its weight. This vibrant green fruit contains more vitamin C per serving than an orange. And that matters enormously for anyone over 60. Vitamin C is one of the brain's primary defenses against oxidative stress. A silent, slow-burning form of damage that accelerates memory loss, dulls mental clarity, and weakens cognitive resilience over time. As we age, the brain becomes more vulnerable to free radicals, unstable molecules that chip away at healthy cells. Kiwi's exceptionally high vitamin C content neutralizes these harmful molecules before they can damage neurons. This means better memory retention, sharper focus, and stronger protection against age-related cognitive decline. But kiwi's benefits don't stop at vitamin C. It also delivers vitamin E, folate, and potassium, a trio of nutrients that work together to support optimal brain function. Vitamin E protects the delicate fats that make up brain cell membranes. Folate supports the production of neurotransmitters responsible for mood, motivation, and memory. Potassium helps regulate the electrical impulses that allow neurons to communicate efficiently. Even better, kiwi has a low glycemic index, meaning it won't spike your blood sugar like tropical fruits, fruit juices, or dried fruit. Stable blood sugar is essential for maintaining calm, steady cognitive function throughout the day. Many seniors who replace sugary snacks with kiwi report fewer energy crashes, improved concentration, and a noticeable reduction in mental fatigue. Kiwi also supports gut health thanks to its natural fiber. And because the gut and brain communicate constantly, a healthier gut often translates into better mood, better sleep quality, and better thinking. I've seen many older adults flourish after adding just 1 or 2 kiwi fruit to their daily routine. Within weeks, they report sharper mental stamina, fewer foggy mornings, and a renewed sense of clarity during conversations or tasks that once felt mentally draining. If you're looking for a fruit that gives your brain a powerful antioxidant shield without overwhelming your blood sugar, kiwi is one of the smartest choices you can make. Protective fruit number 5, avocado. The brain-fueling fruit that keeps you sharp after 60. Most people forget that avocado is technically a fruit and one of the most powerful brain-protective foods you can eat, especially after 60. While many fruits are high in natural sugars, avocado is uniquely low in sugar and rich in healthy fats, making it an ideal daily ally for cognitive longevity. Your brain is nearly 60% fat, and the quality of fats you consume directly influences how well your neurons communicate. Avocado provides premium monounsaturated fats, the same heart-friendly fats found in olive oil that help build flexible, resilient cell membranes. When your neurons have healthy membranes, they can fire signals faster, communicate more smoothly, and support sharper memory, clearer thinking, and quicker decision-making. Beyond its fats, avocado delivers vitamin E, one of the most important antioxidants for seniors. Vitamin E protects brain tissue from oxidative damage strongly linked to cognitive decline, memory issues, and age-related neurological diseases. Studies show that seniors with higher vitamin E levels perform better on memory and processing speed tests. And avocado is one of the richest natural sources. Avocado also contains lutein, a carotenoid that accumulates in areas of the brain responsible for learning and memory. Research has shown that older adults with higher lutein levels display more youthful cognitive function, improved mental agility, and better attention. It's like giving your brain a gentle tune-up every day. Another overlooked benefit, avocado stabilizes blood sugar when eaten with meals. Unlike sweet fruits, it won't spike glucose levels, a major trigger of brain fog, memory lapses, and energy crashes. In fact, pairing avocado with other fruits like berries or kiwi slows sugar absorption and turns a simple snack into a brain-friendly powerhouse. Many older adults I've worked with describe avocado as a mental clarity booster after adding half an avocado to breakfast. They report sharper morning focus, better recall during conversations, and a noticeable reduction in mental sluggishness, often within just a few weeks. The beauty of avocado is its versatility. Spread it on whole grain toast, slice it over salads, blend it into smoothies, or simply enjoy it with a pinch of salt and lemon. Every serving provides steady brain fuel that helps keep your mind clear, stable, and energized throughout the day. If you're building a brain-protective diet after 60, avocado deserves a permanent place on your plate. Final summary: protect your brain, protect your future. As we age, every choice we make either protects our brain or quietly chips away at it. And surprisingly, fruit, something most of us consider universally healthy, can play both roles. Today, you discovered the 5 fruits that accelerate cognitive decline by spiking blood sugar, inflaming brain tissue, and overwhelming aging neurons. These include canned fruit in syrup, fruit juices, dried fruits, overly sweet tropical fruits, and processed fruit snacks. They may look harmless, but for adults over 60, they can trigger the very memory problems we're trying to avoid. But you also learned about the 5 protective fruits that nourish your brain. Blueberries, pomegranate, apples, kiwi, and avocado. These are rich in antioxidants, neuroprotective compounds, healthy fats, and blood flow boosting nutrients that help keep your memory sharp, your thinking clear, and your brain aging gracefully. Your fruit choices aren't small decisions. They're daily investments in your independence, your clarity, and your long-term quality of life. And the best part, it's never too late to start. Your brain can still respond, repair, and strengthen when you feed it the right foods consistently. Your action plan today: remove the 5 dangerous fruits from your daily routine. Replace them with the protective 5. Commit to just one small change this week, even that can begin improving mental clarity. Your brain has carried you through decades of memories, challenges, and experiences. Now is the time to give it the nourishment it deserves. Now we want to hear from you. Which of these protective fruits will you start eating more often? Or is there a dangerous fruit you realize you've been eating too much of? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might help someone else protect their brain. If you found this guide helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Ageless Vitality, and turn on notifications so you never miss another science-backed health update. Your support helps us create more life-changing content for people just like you. Here's to staying sharp, vibrant, and mentally unstoppable at any age.